Risk Management 101. Alright, so this is not one of our usual videos that we do covering certain PMP specific topics. Although risk management is of course a big part of the PMP curriculum, but we are not necessarily looking into risk management from the PMP or the PMBOK perspective. So this is more of a general overview of risk management. So let's get started. What is a risk? So basically, a future event that may have an impact on the project is known as a risk. Remember the words future event and impact on the project. So future event and impact, those are two important words to learn or to remember when we talk about risk. So that's what we just discussed, a future event that may have an impact on the project. Impact. If the impact is negative, it is a negative risk or simply referred to as risk. But sometimes this impact could be positive as well, and this is referred to as a positive risk or an opportunity. Now, two other important things to remember here are the probability and impact. So the probability of occurrence of that event, which is the future event, of course. So what is the probability that it will occur? So that is one important number or one important figure that we should be sure of, a value basically. And the second thing is the impact of the event occurring. So what would be the impact if that event was to occur? So let's say a probability is, we give a certain value, and the impact of that event occurring, we give a certain value, multiplying to which we get the risk value, the entire value of that risk. So some of the common risks across projects are staff turnover, management change, hardware unavailability, requirements change, of course, is one of the biggest pain points in every project. Specification delays, so if your customer is delaying whatever the specification that we need from them. Size underestimate, of course, the size of the project, the efforts required, that is. Technology changes throughout while we are in the process of delivering the project, and the technology change, that is of course a big risk. Product competition, so competition delivers a better product or delivers their product before we could complete our project, that is also a risk. So these are some of the common risks that you will see across the industries in terms of project management. Okay, so how many risks can your project have? As much as you like, and you can see in the joke there a lot of risks this guy has come up with, being eaten by a giant pig included. And then why should you manage risks? Well, like Murphy said, if something can go wrong, it will. That's the Murphy's law. So that is the reason why you should be taking your time out and managing risks. Risk management, of course, is one of the most important tasks of a project manager, and in every status meeting or the weekly team meeting, wherever the project manager is meeting the team, risk management should be discussed. So we just said that risk management should be discussed. What exactly is risk management? So it is the act or practice of dealing with risk. It is proactive rather than reactive. So we need to understand the future event. We need to basically give certain value of the probability and the impact if that event was to happen. That is risk management. And then risk change. Risks basically change throughout the life of a project and thus need mitigation. So risks need to be managed throughout the project, not just in the beginning, not just in the middle, not just at the end, throughout. So, risk management is typically divided into four parts. Sometimes identity, assess, treat, and monitor. Although I feel it is identify rather than identity as shown in the picture. So, risk identification. So, you can brainstorm among your team, your own experience from your past projects, expert judgment. That is how you identify risks. Assessment, so probability and impact, we have seen it earlier. That is how you can assess each and every single risk that you come up with, or along with your team, of course. Treatment, so we draw plans to mitigate the effects of the risk. So we come up with the assessment of the risks, the probability and impact if these risks were to occur, and then we come up with plans on how we will mitigate the effects of the risk. And then, of course, like I mentioned earlier, risk management is something we do throughout the project. So it is important that we monitor all the risks till closure. Now, a simple diagram of the difference between issues and risks. So if you have already thought about something, if you have done your assessment, and if you have a plan in place, well thought of already, that's where risk is. And if you have not thought about it, you need to firefight. That is where an issue is. So if there are risks and you do nothing, they will turn into issues. But if there are risks and you have a mitigation plan in place, that means there won't be any issues, and that is overall a better project management. So that's all with this video. Thank you. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment, and check out the website pmplounge.com for more such helpful articles and videos on project management. Thank you.